Hi, welcome to our class. Today our subject is the noun clause. Noun clauses are a little bit different from the other clauses that you've learned. The noun clauses don't stand alone by themselves like the other clauses, but they don't necessarily change the independent clause. They don't act like adverbs or adjectives, but they simply act like nouns in the sentence. They can perform any job that a noun can do. They can act like subjects, direct objects, or indirect objects. If you look at the example here in the sentence 1, it says, broccoli is fine with me. In this sentence, the broccoli is the subject. If you look at the second sentence, there's a noun clause in this sentence. It's whatever you want is fine with me. In this sentence, whatever you want is a noun clause acting like a subject. Let's diagram the sentence. Whatever you want is fine with me. We simply start with the noun clause, which starts with you, which is subject, and linked to the verb want, and there is our direct object, which is whatever. The whatever word here introduce us the noun clause. There are a bunch of words that introduces the noun clauses, which are that, if, whether, who, whom, which, what, when, where, how, why, whoever, whenever, whatever, however, whichever, or whomever. So keep an eye out for those words to detect noun clauses in the sentences. And the rest of the sentence is simply a diagramming process, which is fine with me. Let's move on to our other example, which is I wonder how I lost it. The how word here is a word that can potentially start a noun clause. So how I lost it is the noun clause here, and if you look at the rest of the sentence, there's a pronoun followed by a verb, and we know that is the subject. So noun clause here does not act like a subject, but it acts like an object. Okay, now we can move on to adverb clauses. The words that introduce the adverb clauses are although, as, after, when, while, until, because, before, if, and since. The adverb clauses are simply dependent clauses that act as adverbs. That means the whole clause modifies a verb, adjective, or an adverb. Adverb clauses answer the adverbial questions, which are how, when, where, or why something happened. Let's look at an example here. Our sentence is he whistled while he walked. The adverbial question here is when. When did he whistle? And the adverb clause here answers our question as while he walked. He whistled while he walked. So here is how we diagram the adverb clauses. We have the sentence, my mom smiled when I made dinner. In this sentence, the mom is the subject and smiled is the verb. So we simply draw a line from the verb to the adverb clause, which is when I made dinner. And we write our introducing word, which is called subordinate conjunction, on the dots we drew, and our diagram is complete. Okay, this was the end of our session. Thank you for listening. See you in another lesson. Take care.